Good afternoon, all you beautiful people. I had it scheduled for 1:10, but I went ahead and came on early. And as I was about to start, the com- the computer froze. I'm like, why? The computer never freezes. Hey, Remy, Pearl, so good to see you. Nanny, Lynn's. I see Pixie and Kimber. They've been having their own conversation. Hey, Marlena. Hey, Sheila D. Y'all come on into the room. Hey, Tripper. A member for 8 months. That reminds me, y'all, I've been so busy this week. I still don't have all my media back here, but I will get it. I promise. Thank you so much, Nanny Sharon. I appreciate that more than you know. Um, it was snowing here this morning. I I hate to be that channel that talks about the weather. But yesterday it was 83 degrees, and today this early this morning it started raining real hard, and then it switched off to snow. I'm like, yeah, okay, we hear you, Earth. Okay, whatever. I don't know what to make of this. Hey, my dad is on a cruise. Yeah, it is. I like your Exxon Mobil. God dang it. Where my computer restarted, all the little things are popping up, go away. Um, I haven't been on in a couple of mornings. It's been pretty hectic. But I have been trying to keep up with everything as best I can. Um, Keeping up with the Julie Skolnick stuff and catching what's going on over at Granny's Holler and watching um, and nonsense. Nonsense ain't going to let us down. Once she gets on something, you're going to hear about it 10 hours. So I was in and out of there yesterday. That became interesting, I guess. That old crazy Julie was hitting up Mal. Malicious intent, I think, is what she goes by. The one that takes screenshots out of Discord. So yeah, I remember what you did, Mal. I know. I worry about Granny sometimes, and I know y'all think I say that to be facetious, but I'm actually being serious. The way she gets herself so worked up, I'm scared sometimes she's going to give herself a heart attack or stroke herself out on a panel. And I don't want her to do that. And I'm actually being serious. I'm not saying that to be funny. Like, I get it. We get frustrated sometimes when we're not being understood, but you got to let that go sometimes. You can't get yourself that worked up. I do worry about her blood pressure. Oh, hey, Nicole. Oh, Nicole, I owe you a happy birthday in my Heidi voice. Y'all give Nicole B a happy belated birthday. And I'll sing in a minute because I know that's what y'all are here for. Hey, Wolfie. Uh huh. It has to be. She needs one of those watches that actually, I got my husband one that checks your blood pressure. And if it goes too low or too high, it sends you an alert. Also, if your heartbeat drops too low or too high, it sends you an alert. You get you one of those. It could be because sometimes I have those episodes where I'm like, why do I feel so rageful? This is not logical. And it don't last that long. So I think I know what it is. But oh, wait a minute. She does it to herself. Yeah, you got to learn coping skills, especially here on YouTube. Looky here. This ain't for everybody. I mean, I'm telling you, people will piss you off. That's just the top and bottom of it. Calm down, take a breather, and don't focus too long on a comment. Move along. Yes, Nicole. I hope you had a good one. I must be sweating all of my rage out at now. Oh my God, I hate that. So Mal, malicious intent sent over some messages that she had gotten from Julie Skolnick. And these messages, these are after, I can't remember the exact date. Hold on a second. I can't remember the exact date. I'm not nonsense. I don't have a filing cabinet and I don't write things down. I probably should. I do have a noteboard back here. I could make use of it. But it was after, sometime after. Hey, where's the beef? She had filed the restraining order on Craig. Now she's out here wanting to know everything. And I do mean everything. Down to the weirdest, like who's her neighbor on Brittany. Julia's. We're going to listen to a little bit of it. Hey, Tara K. Prayer hands for all in chat. Here we go. We're just going to listen to a little bit of it, not much.
Tell me if this is invasive or not. I'm not going to be.
Now, Nonsense is asking her chat. Y'all tell me if this is invasive or not. From what I heard, it was very invasive. And we're going to go over a little bit of something else. Hold on.
Giving names that are included. So I will be saying blank, because if I say blank, it's personal information that is included in said question or
comment mouse
from January 15th. Invasive or not. That's what I need you.
Okay, from January 15th. Good to know. I know. Look, there's one thing you can count on Nonsense for, and that's a date.
To answer today, okay? First starts off with, I hope it's okay. I have a lot of questions. I've done research I have never shared at all, and I don't plan to. But I'm curious as to the stories she was telling others close to her.
Now, this is, let me say this again, Julie talking to Mal, aka malicious intent. Malicious intent gives these messages over to Nonsense, and Nonsense is reading them right now. When you hear her say blank, which would have been better to say redacted, in my personal opinion, it just sounds a little better. She's leaving out personal information, names, and addresses.
Did blank ever mention living in blank after she had kids? Invasive or not? Now, another reminder, this happens to be 1 week after a complaint was signed against the same person that these texts happen to be about.
So a week after Julie files a complaint on Craig, now Brittany, she is texting Mal, who used to be a mod. I guess she was really close to Brittany at one time too. And she's texting her wanting all the information. Yeah, I was talking about that. My husband has one. I got him one for his birthday last year. He was like, how far? What do I do with this? I'm like, we check your blood pressure, make sure it's good. How you doing, that girl? Good to see you. You too, Maria. Hey, pretty eye. Mal should, but Mal right now is giving over these text messages that Julie was inquiring about Craig and Brittany after she had already filed an RO.
Did blank ever mention living in blank after she had invasive? Okay. Most of you are saying invasive. Did blank?
Okay. I hate to be all over the place. Y'all keep an eye on 6 Up. 6 Up's got this. I cannot wait. 6 Up. We're all waiting for your live. We, I don't know if you got it yet or not, but we are waiting for this. Everybody is. Not to put pressure on you or anything. I bet that sounds a little, damn, Sue, put the pressure on me. But if you're not subscribed to 6 Up, go get subscribed, especially if you're keeping up with the Julie, Craig, and Brittany.
Talk about blank or anyone named blank.
Hey, Miss Momikins.
All of those blanks are people's personal information, their names. People that on the receiving end, the person who got these questions didn't even know, majority of them. Invasive. Okay, let's keep going. Never mentioned the name blank at all. I'll add to that. Did she say where her youngest was born? What state? Also, did she ever give you a reason for...
Now, look at here. Why is Julie wanting to know where Brittany's youngest child was born? This is some of the most invasive line of questioning I've ever seen or heard of on here on YouTube. Sometimes I wonder why people come on here and tell anything about their personal life. And now we have someone like Julie Skolnick who goes and pulls family trees and puts them on her, goes up, and now she wants to know where y'all, the location. Hey, Emily, good to see you. Welcome back. Hey, Play Nice. Where Brittany's firstborn was born. Sound normal to y'all? Yeah, that's what I thought.
For him not having the last name blank, and the last name is included.
She does, Tripper.
Invasive, legal government name, yep. Invasive, extremely invasive, invasive. Okay.
Let me know if y'all can hear her good or if I need to turn it up. It sounds a little low on my end. Y'all let me know.
Did she say which aunt, if any, she was close to? Blank, blank, or any other aunt?
I'll just drop us down.
Or blank. Invasive or not?
Wanting to know what aunt. Here in the South, we call them aunts, not aunts, that she was close to. It's so weird.
Did she tell you about blank, another individual's name, who is potentially somebody related or not? No idea. Super invasive, invasive, but it happens a lot, unfortunately, behind these YouTube streets and the alleys. Oh, I'm really sorry, Locked.
Look, it does get weird out here. People want to know your blood type, your mom, your dad, their blood type. As soon as you disagree with them, they either want to dox you or, now sue you or put a restraining order on you. Yes, this place has got, but this, I've got to be honest. I've never witnessed a Julie Skolnick. This is a first for me.
And loaded. All right, here's not a question, but more of a statement to a person who she doesn't even know. She lived in blank for 6 months to a year, about a year before her blank. But blank, her ex, never lived in blank. So there she is offering up information that this person didn't even know. Seems a little invasive to me, considering why do you need to know all that?
Oh, good, that girl. Hey, Emily, I got some good news today. Then Soup went live. Laugh out loud. I will update everyone later. I'm happy to hear that. I really am. You deserve some good news. And yes, Kimber, sounds like someone needs an RO on Julie, not the other way around.
Can I ask what she said about blank? Confidential. Blank's last name is blank. Another release of information. 7 days after you filed this complaint, you were in the inbox trying to get all sorts of personal, private information. Weren't you, Julie? 7 days after the complaint, the day before that video where you went live and were giddy as fuck. Did she tell you blank was blank's half brother? No. Thankfully, White Horse, this person doesn't even know 99% of this information, and they're in the chat.
What does that mean, Island Girl? She's had some trimmer-like behavior recently. What does that mean? I'm seriously asking. I could look it up. I did watch her live from last night where she's gripping that pen like it's the last thing she'll ever hold on to. That was just weird. I don't know what she was over there bedazzling, if she was carving Nonsense's name into something. The way she was gripping that Sharpie or whatever it was so bizarre. Body trimmers.
Hey, Board Now. Hey, Denise.
She's shaking? That's two people that's noticed it. Look, I'm telling you, people, this YouTube, and Julie's doing this to herself, unfortunately. I refuse to believe that Brittany and Craig are doing it to her. Brittany and Craig are by no means any angels, but they are not doing this to. No one's going to convince me. Let me just get that through everyone's head right. Not y'all talking about her trimmers. I was thinking of something else. No one will convince me at all that Julie is scared for her life and really believes that she needs an RO. I think she is causing a lot of damage, not only to everybody else, but look, it's Craig and Brittany today. Who could it be tomorrow? Honestly. But she's also causing herself a lot of internal, like, this has got to be horrible for her marriage, her personal life, her health. This is just too much stress. All for what? To get a pat on the head? To say, good job, you took down Brittany? Nah, this ain't the way to go about it. I said this the other day. Y'all throw that karma word around so much, nobody even knows what it is anymore. And everybody's saying this now, and I'm glad they agree. Karma is not something that is forced or comes in the form. Well, I don't know. Julie Skolnick, yeah, she could be a bad case of karma, but it's not how. That's actually not how karma works.
Well, Rosebud. It would be the very person that she 7 days earlier filled out a probable cause statement
Yes,
against.
Pixie. Hey,
7
Casey.
days after she filed that complaint or filled out that probable cause statement, she was texting people, trying to verify personal, very personal, private information that has absolutely nothing to do with YouTube. Not a goddamn thing.
Now, one would ask, why is she wanting to know all this? Why? Look, if you're truly scared for your life and you went as far as to get a restraining order, you're trying to get a restraining order and something on Brittany too. What are you doing texting people by? Thank you. My dad is on a cruise. Sorry, soup off topic, but my birthday was yesterday and it was awesome. I have a wonderful family. Glad people are calling Julie out. Happy belated birthday to you. My dad is on a cruise, and look at you being the one giving. Thank you so much. And Nicole B, happy belated birthday to you as well. I'll sing in a minute in my Heidi voice. Oh, that reminds me. I'm going to do a review on Heidi so everybody knows who I'm talking about. And some people ask for, like, who's this Heidi lady? So I'm going to do a review on her. She's one of my favorites to recap, but she don't go on panels anymore. So anyway, back to this. So this is, she's saying she's scared for her life. And, you know, Craig has made all these threats to her life, but she is steady digging, wanting to know the weirdest information. Like, what does this information matter? Where Brittany's oldest child was born? Who lives beside her? Who's her neighbor? Are there any registered ROs living? Like, why does this information matter to her? Why is it? I hate when it holds comments. Let me see what y'all are saying. Yes, thank you so much. I fell asleep. Oh, okay. Yeah, I listened for a little while. Yes, I do, Pearl, because people need to know. Yes, hypochondriac. Now, she really is. Heidi really is a hypochondriac. I wouldn't say that unless it was true. If you had it, she had it, and she had it worse. If you've done it, she's done it, and she's done it better. Like if you jumped out of a helicopter, she's jumped out of a jet. She's one of those.
The very thing I got alerted to the other day, Coco. Sure is. Has she ever mentioned the name blank or blank? How do those make you feel? Hold on, I gotta grab the dog. How does this make you feel? If you found out that a YouTube creator, a co-creator, reaching out behind the scenes and asking for information, confirmation about your private.
That's what I used to always call her. She's a one-upper. That's exactly what Heidi is. Oh, if you got a headache, she has a migraine. If you're going roller skating, she's going rollerblading. She's going to one-up you.
Private life, down to family members, children's names, children's parents' names. How would you feel?
Hey, Eliza. And that's a good question. I ain't got nothing for nonsense. That is very clear. But you don't have to like somebody to, I mean, these are legit questions. How would you feel if somebody went and got a restraining order, trying to get a restraining order on you, but was behind the scenes asking these type of questions to an ex-mod of yours who has the information, by the way, because we all know Brittany doesn't hold nothing close to the chest. She gives it all away. How would you feel if someone was doing this to you, but steady behind the scenes wanting to know where you live, your kids' names, where they were born, what day they were born, who's your neighbor? I mean, this is something that people need to stop. For the ones that really believe that Julie Skolnick is some type of victim, there is nothing I can say to you. Nothing. Because that's what you want to believe. You're dedicated to this. So I wouldn't even bother trying to convince them. I really wouldn't. Like nonsense or not, the facts are the facts. She's covering the reality of a situation. I can respect that. Thank you, Pearl. And that's it. And that is all. It's actually not really hard to do, you know? Lindsay says, I'm not going to say what I do because I don't want a restraining order. There you go. It wouldn't be good. Soup, did you see that weirdo Lisa K's post on it? No, I haven't. I don't even know who that is. I know who Nita is. I do know who Nita is. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Just Jake. Our resident comedian around here. She cracks me up. I love her.
Not really, Monkey Mar.
She does.
Sure did.
Oh, I've heard of her. Yeah, I have, Marlena. Lisa K has something. I have heard of her, as a matter of fact.
Sure did. Grosses you out. She's dangerous. I agree. Grosses you out. Sketch the fuck out. Yeah, same. I don't even know these details about the people I'm closest to on this app, and nor would I ever ask them these details. We talk about personal, private things.
And that's a good point. I do not know these personal, private details about Pearl, Eliza, or Tanga. I do not know these things about them. I know they have children and how many. I don't know all their names. I mean, come on. This is very bizarre. If anyone is interested in what is going on with Julie Skolnick, check out Nonsense and Six Up. They have both been doing a good job putting out the facts. Plus, some of it is hilarious. Yes. Speaking of, hold on just a second. So, oh my God, this lady's crazy. Let me pull this up. So she's, yeah, dang, shut up, lady. She doesn't appreciate Casey. Wait a minute. She doesn't appreciate, she'll be on Six Up next. I promise you she will. Right now, the one who's really on Julie is Nonsense. Okay, Julie's not liking this at all. She goes live last night, and this, I hope this is froze. Do I have this on? No, I don't have it on the screen because let me fix it. It's like this. I want y'all to look at the screen. She only has one mod. They're about the only one typing. Hold on, let me go back a little bit.
The creator with reality going, he never says your name. He doesn't say your name. You know, judges are not as dumb as reality thinks they are, apparently. Reality thinks if somebody doesn't say your name, that nobody would ever know.
I want you to notice something, this voice thing. I don't know what's going on here. Usually Julie is high-pitched, loud, squalling, crying, something like that. She's never this monotoned. I don't know how they could support her either, but I'm watching people go from chat to chat like they can't be seen. Y'all do know we can see you. They'll say something in one chat about how insane this is, what Julie's doing, and they don't agree with it. And then they'll go over to another, and it's like somebody put them in a headlock and said, you agree with me. This is okay. And they're like, okay, I kind of see what you're talking about. Looky here. If you feel this is wrong, do not let anyone like put you in a situation where you feel that you have to agree with them. And please, God, keep your backbone if you go on a panel with them. Don't go up on a panel and then suddenly your backbone goes like, but God, I could go on and on about this. Hey, East Coast, I'm watching people say one thing in one chat and then go to another. Like, you do know I just saw you somewhere being like, this is awful what Julie's doing. It's abuse of the system. And then they'll go into another one. Let me explain something. I know some of y'all love Granny, and that is fine. This has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with Granny's watching. I don't know how this has gotten twisted to where I was watching people typing in Nonsense's chat. Thank you, Blue Sky. Thank you so much. Hold on. I'm bothered by the fact that Julie comes off as having no regard for the genocide and the suffering of any other ethnic groups, but getting to listen to Soup brightens my day. Thank you, Blue Sky, so much. And I promise you all, I will get my media loaded up back here to play my little songs for you. Thank you so much, Blue Sky. That's another thing. Okay, let me get to that. And I'm glad you mentioned it. This whole thing, I'm watching people say things like, what about Granny's feelings? What? What does this have to do with Granny? This is between Julie, this nut you see on my screen, Brittany and Craig. How does this affect Granny? I'm seriously asking this question. Like, anybody is allowed to cover this. It's in no way going to affect all these damn names. Granny and Brittany's situation is completely separate. We still have Julie here abusing the system for one reason and one reason only, and that's because she wants a pat on the back. Good job, good girl. And I believe she is being gassed up by Clue and Cletus, the two resident puppet masters. I don't know how people can't see this. It's like in front of your face. Like, even if you don't like, I don't know why people can't put their likes and dislikes away for the truth. I don't like nonsense. But right now, she's right. Okay? It's easy. This lady is abusing the system. Not because she's scared. This woman isn't scared. And please do not ask me any basic questions like, how do you know? We don't know what went on behind the scenes. Were you there? Do not ever ask me anything basic like that. I will turn into Granny's watching so quick, and I'll check my own blood pressure. I promise you. Anyway, let me get off this for a minute.
Oh, who they're talking about. Not true. This isn't their first. This isn't their first rodeo, so to speak.
No, Jones, and I'm glad you're asking that, and that bothers me. That actually bothers me. That no, okay, I know she's not going to, so I shouldn't allow it to like bother me, but Clue and Cletus are the ones gassing this nut up. Thank you, Wokey. Granny finally admitted that she talks about Brittany and she will continue till the end of time. Good. Yes, and people love Granny. But this is kind of embarrassing. I agree, Eliza, because she is allowing her own disdain for Brittany. And I understand how it can somewhat happen. Like your blinders are on because this Brittany has put you in all this. I'm not saying the word. If I ever never hear Rico again, it won't be soon enough. So I can understand why she doesn't care what happens to Brit. Like I get that, but telling everybody else that they're wrong and this is okay. No. I can't agree with her on that. And guess what? Well, I'll live to talk about it another day. It is not the end of the world. I do too, that girl. Always. Shayna, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Whew. All right. I'm going to speed her up.
With protection orders and even through the use of social media, which is new to a lot of judges, but they know what they know people like to play games up to the line to see what they can get away with.
Like yourself? Projections are confessions, aren't they?
But if you have recordings of somebody identifying you already as like...
agree, Muffin Mouse. Yeah. I don't care who that pisses off. Brittany had no business doing what she did either. So, I mean, the irony isn't lost on me. But still, we've got to recognize that this lady is no better. It's not hard. It's really not hard.
That granny in New Jersey taking me to court. You got 8,000 subscribers when I have 7,940 subscribers. I don't know.
What does subscribers? Seriously, Julie, what does subscribers have to do with this?
Saying I have 8,000 subscribers, talking about my big forehead, saying I'm old.
Oh, get over it. Talking about my big forehead, saying you're old. Thank you, Jamie. Y'all are being so kind today. At least there are some sane people still on these streets. Jamie, I don't know how sane I am. I'd like to think I am. Some of us still keep to our morals and principles and common sense. I mean, I know sometimes I come on here and I can be silly and goofy, but come on. Thank you so much, Jamie. I really appreciate that. And I've got to get my media back here. Oh, I do have Wolfie's song. Thank God.
His domestic partner saying on a recording, that's how he's described me before, as having a big forehead and being old. And then when you...
Oh, well, that requires a restraining order, people. If someone says you have a big forehead or you're getting old, well, get you a restraining order. It's all done. This is how we're handling things in the future. Seriously, lady, after everything you do? She does, Wolfie, though. You're just being honest. Have you seen her dance? Wait till you see her dance. This woman is beyond dangerous. The fact that people are defending it shows the effects of playing BJ 24/7. Exactly. Imagine the ones in the bushes that haven't come out. God, you're right. You're actually right. I think listening to redirects of where we've been waterboarded with Brittany, a lot of us aren't able to think logically here. 6 up. This is why I'm triggered. This crap. Well, think of this. Commentary channels. Madison says the dancing is even aggressive. All right. Think of this. Oh, whoa. Hold on. Melissa the Saint. Is that you, Melissa? Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Hey, just another troll. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much for that. Melissa the Saint. Hey, Indy. Commentary channels. Like myself, like a lot of us. We've got people out here like this. It's Brittany and Craig. A lot of people don't care or like them right now. Okay. But it could be you next. Just like the whole spiel of what Brittany did to, Granny. Well, here's a Julie Skolnick. Amazon sells clips. Y'all are being so shit. I'm still cracking up about Madison. Even the dancing is aggressive.
Add in trying to destroy our lives,
Destroy
taking me
your
to
life.
court when I'm having a baby, and you should drop this thing, telling me I should drop the protection order. I mean, no, reality. He didn't say my name when he told me to drop the protection order. Does he have any other protection orders currently?
Is that what you're trying to find out? What are you trying to find out behind the scenes, oh Julie?
He would be talking about a person with a protection order against him? Or is it just me, reality? What do you think? Veiled threats are still threats, right?
Oh,
like when he says
God.
to you, we got your address, honey. We got your husband's address.
Hey, Kim.
Well, that narrows it down, right? Reality's partner over there, she's not married.
Hey, Doodles, you got you a new avatar. Hey, Tiff from Tex. Hey, everybody coming in.
I'm trying to think. Queen Bee's
Well, don't hurt yourself trying to think there, Julie.
not married. Granny's not married. Clue and Cletus are engaged. I can't think. But when you say you got your husband's address, and then you narrow down the number of people who you'd have their address, and you're talking about going to court in New Jersey, and who's married, the courts aren't stupid.
What?
Maybe you're stupid, reality. He never says your name. He could be talking about anybody that has a protection order against them. Yeah. And even they say.
From everything I've heard, I can't find one clip of Craig directly talking about Julie. Julie is over here searching, hoping that he says her name. And if he had any, I wouldn't say her name at all, but that ain't gonna happen. She was waiting for this moment her whole life. Maybe I'm stupid. That made no sense. It didn't to me either. You're not stupid, I promise.
I got it on a recording, a little clip. The only thing he's ever said about you is that you're old and you got a big forehead. And then while he has a protection order, he said, a big foreheaded fucking Karen bitch.
He's allowed to say that. You don't have to like it. You can say it's rude, but he's actually allowed to say that. How are you bothered by anything that Craig said when you hang with the likes of Clue? Have you heard her? She was allowed to say what she said. She got by with it for how many years? Until YouTube said, nah, you're good now. You're going to have to use another platform because we're done over here. So you're going to tell me, and why ain't your chat moving, Julie? What's going on?
Trying to ruin my fucking life, taking me to court or something to that effect. God forbid nonsense, I should misspeak, okay? I'm paraphrasing here. You think I'm the big far-headed Karen bitch that should drop a protection order?
Oh my God. She says firehead one more time. So this was enough to get a restraining order, I guess. This is crazy. She's a joke. It's dead. Postcards lost along the way is the only one type. Thank you, Kim. Oh, Kim. If you're just catching up, which I think you've been over at 6 Ups listening. You wait, Kim. Thank you so much, Kim, for the $9.99. I really do appreciate that so much. So Craig said she had a big forehead and she's old. Yep, it's time to get a restraining order. Okay.
Even if they don't say my name?
She's
I
actually
think that's a
insane.
violation of a protection order nonsense.
Yes.
You think somebody who would play up to the line that way nonsense is a person
I hope
that
so.
maybe people have fear of
Casey Lee.
because they're unpredictable? Their behaviors are unpredictable. You never know what somebody can do. Hi, Shauna. It's a violation. Yeah.
It's a violation. Yeah. It's a violation. I've been violated. You are. You're dangerous. This right here is a dangerous liar, folks.
There's been more than.
And I do think the sector does need to be aware of people like this. We have a Julie Skolnick in this sector trying to get restraining orders on people. For what? Because they said she had a big forehead. Is this her first week on YouTube? Seriously, somebody asked that. It's a good question.
There's been more than one. There's been more than two. I guess it's going to depend on.
Oh, and what happened? How come? I probably was told and done forgot. How come court didn't happen today? Does anybody know? What happened with court today?
What the court decides to do, because frankly is when there's a violation, as has been explained to me over and over by attorneys and so forth, and the courts.
Oh, 6 up.
Everything else I've read.
Oh, let me see that. Oh, let me switch back over. Lens, we will read some together tonight. I will show you. Thank you. Oh my God. Drop your link in the chat. Drop it. Yeah, they changed. Yeah, to the 19th. They got a continuance. Does Craig have to be he got it postponed. So Craig does have a lawyer. Guess what? His lawyer will speak for him. I don't know if he even has to show up. There's some people that are on the side of Julie that are like, hey, he's got to be there. And there's the rest of us that are like, just looking for the truth and know that this is just frivolous. There's that word again. We understand that maybe he doesn't have to show up if he has an attorney. Also, we got jurisdiction. Yeah. His lawyer can be there for him. Also, they got this thing now. It's called Zoom. Exactly. He has a lawyer. Julie is pissed about. I bet she is. Oh my God. I'm reading what y'all are saying. Isn't that why you get a lawyer? So you don't exactly.
Is that
I don't feel like this is going the way Julie thought it was going to go. Now you run back to Clue and Cletus and tell them, what do I ask them? What do I do now? Fool.
And there's a violation of a protection order.
I'll be right back.
It's no longer plaintiff defendant. It is a what's the term I'm looking for? Postcards. It's contempt of court. It's contempt of court. It's the defendant thumbing their nose at the court, at the judge's rulings and edicts and guidelines. And I would have nothing to do with that case. That case would be a defendant. Let's say there was, in fact, a violation of a protection.
I hope Clue and Cletus do go. I pray that they go with her. And I pray this doesn't go in her favor. And I pray that Clue and Cletus have to hold her up when it doesn't go her way. Because you know what's going to happen? It's going to be snot everywhere. All right. Cletus has to give Julie his sleeve and let her wipe, because she probably ain't going to have a box of Kleenexes. You're going to have to throw them overalls away, ain't you, Cletus? Oh, please let this happen.
Order. A violation of a protection order is essentially, in my understanding, he's defying the court, not me. Right. It's not me.
That's not
I didn't write the protection.
That's not defying the court. If he got a continuance, that's not defying the court. That's the court doing what the court does. Attorneys doing what they do, getting a continuance. And he may get another one and another one and another one. That's very possible, Julie.
Order. I I was able to ask for family members
Yes,
to be put into the protection order.
This is for 6 up. Let me drop this down. I gotta get me a sound bar. I bet that click click sound is annoying as hell. There you go. I can't either. This is snot everywhere. And I hope Cletus has to pick her up and carry her, because Clue ain't. Clue will just walk on like she don't know her. Cletus, go ahead and get her up off the ground. Let her snot and cry all in your beard. You understand me? All right, 6 up. I think if I remember this correctly, at least StreamYard lets me know when there's a guest back here. But I'm going to let this play till you come on.
Including Al is in the protection order.
Al.
So let's say when a defendant says, we got your address, honey, and we got your husband's address.
Girl, bye.
Al is in the protection order.
Yes, they are. And people aren't talking about it enough.
Who is he talking about there?
Marlene.
Kind of narrows the field a little bit.
Thank you, right, Fred.
It would be a contempt of court. And I don't know what the penalties are for contempt of court. I mean, I know that
he's not.
There's been times where lawyers can be found in contempt of court, right? Lawyers can get jail time. If a judge wants to make a point to a lawyer who's not following his rules, right? You can find a lawyer or anybody in contempt of court. And I think they have a lot of discretion as to
which. Let me show y'all something. Hold on, while we're waiting on 6 up, let's get a little. Because y'all know my favorite thing to do is laugh. Hold on. 6 up, if you come up, you're just gonna have to hold on a minute. It's too damn funny. Now I'm going to turn the sound off for copyright. Just imagine she's a maniac on the floor, playing in your head. Okay, here we go. I lost it. Rolling Nomad. She's a maniac on the floor. And she's maniacing like she never did before. I'm just going to let it keep playing. Oh, God. Just one more time. She's a maniac on the floor. She's sending out ROs to every door. And I hope she never dances like this again. Yes, I do. This absolutely took me out. I shared it everywhere I could. Rolling Nomad ain't shit for this. I got so tickled. Oh, I laughed so hard. I thought, oh, yeah. Oh, there she is. Welcome to the stage.
Hey.
Hey, girl. did you? Thank you, that girl. Go ahead, hon.
Well, I just wanted to say, one of the reasons why I am very, I haven't been live yet. I actually had a live scheduled earlier and I didn't go, is because she's pissed me. They're pissing me off. Okay. This is what's really bothering me about this situation. Julie keeps bringing up this restraining order and she is allowed to talk about it. That's one thing that I want to let everybody know. She is absolutely allowed as the victim to speak on whatever she would like. Okay. But she did not show up. She said out of her own mouth that she did not show up to the court hearing yesterday. They tried to get a hold of her that they were filming or whatever the court was trying to get a hold of her for whatever reason, that right there should highlight for everybody where we are with this whole thing. She does not care.
Wait a minute.
It's bothering me.
Wait a minute. She was supposed to have been there yesterday. Is that what you're saying? And
she said that the court called her or tried to reach her, and they could not reach her because she was filming whatever she was filming with her son and her husband for that news thing. But yeah, and people are talking about like third-party contact. I'm going to talk about that tonight. The third-party contact is not Brittany talking about Julie. Okay. So third-party contact would be like Craig going to me and saying, hey, can you reach out to Julie and see if she'll call me? That's third-party contact.
Right. That would be third-party contact.
Yeah. So I think that people are like really confused on some of these things. I've seen when Nonsense was going over it at the end of her live stream last night, she was like trying to explain. She said that she doesn't really have an understanding. I have a pretty good understanding of how protection orders work. So I will be talking about that later.
You do.
Yeah. People need to know some of these things that they don't know. And also, Craig is in another state. He has already come via Zoom. I talked to the clerk, and when I spoke to the clerk myself, the clerk said that the North Carolina party would be there via Zoom. So it's going to be via Zoom.
It is via Zoom. See, everybody wants it to be him in person. They're desperate. They're like, he's got to be there in person. But am I crazy? But doesn't your lawyer represent you? And there is this thing called Zoom now.
Well, okay. So for a protection order, he absolutely would have to appear. The attorney, yes. And also I want to say that Julie keeps bringing up her attorney. Julie doesn't have an attorney. Julie, when she says my attorney, she's talking about the state. Okay. The DA. Okay. Also, protection orders, when they are the beginning, the ex parte protection orders that are typically like 2 weeks, 10 to 14 days, gone a little longer with this, but usually judges, magistrates.
Yeah, we say that as a joke.
They will move to give the protection order no matter what, because that person is swearing under oath that what they're saying in their complaint is the truth. Okay. Now, we don't know what's in those complaints, but I have, look, restraining orders are public record in New Jersey. And I spoke to the clerk again today about that. I will be getting all of this when it's all said. I'm not going to go over the restraining order, why it's going on.
No.
I'm not going to talk about that. I am going to talk about what I know about restraining orders. But when it's all said and done, Julie, I just want you to know that every time you called the courts, every time you tried to get records not to be released, all of these things I am documenting, I'm recording them, and I'm really getting to know your police officials, your chief, and your municipal workers. So better call the feds, I guess.
Eliza says, when you attend via Zoom, this is appearing. It just means you must attend the hearing either via phone, Zoom, or in person. Right. So do you have them yet? Do you have some of it yet, except you gonna go over
Well,
it?
I got the same thing that allegedly speculating got. That's the first thing that I put in for the complaint. So I just let her, she had that over on her Patreon, and I thought, well, she's got it up. There it is. Okay. Yeah. So let that be. Now, for the police reports, that had to be a separate thing. I put that in on the 6th. I showed everybody that I put it, or was it the 6th? Yeah, Friday the 6th. I have talked to them 4 times since then. They are working on the records. Today I kind of gave, they got till Monday is what they're saying to me. They have till Monday. And I'm saying to them, there shouldn't be a holdup. There's only, Julie's claiming that there's 3 reports. They should be pretty basic reports. So this is a very small municipality. They are aware that there are YouTubers that this is a YouTube scenario at this point,
Yes.
because I've let it be known. I on my FOIA, usually I don't do this. I want to let people know this as well. Usually I don't give my information for FOIAs. We have a right to be anonymous. And sometimes the police will be like, no, I want your ID, and I'll fight them on it. But this scenario, I did not. I was like, here's my name. I'm 6 Up Media. Let her run the whole family tree. Okay.
Yeah.
We're here for it. We are here for it.
Because that's exactly what she's going to do. And no, 6 Up is not cool with Julie. I don't think you've ever been cool with Julie.
Absolutely not.
No, 6 Up would never be cool with anybody that would use the system the way she's using it. And just because somebody doesn't like Brittany doesn't mean they're for you. You know, there's a lot, we see a lot of this, you know, oh, they don't like Brittany, so let's welcome them into the fold. No, that's no. But I'm glad you're going over it, and I can't wait for your live tonight. Hopefully,
there were other things I wanted to say to you, Soup. I was in there getting dinner ready. I was like prepping dinner so I would have time later tonight. And I'm listening to you, and I'm like, I've actually been triggered over this. As people know, I am a victim of crime. Yeah. I've had to have a protection order on someone. And I actually just talked to my victims advocate recently. And so this has brought all of this up for me. And it really, really bothers me. Julie's last live stream that she did, that Nonsense went over. I want to say something else. I was sitting here thinking, man, I hope Nonsense goes live this next time. She really stands on business, starts calling out these people that are supporting and
I wish she would.
And she did. So shout out to Nonsense for fucking standing on business, regardless of how she feels about Brittany.
Wait a minute. You're being serious?
Mm-hmm. She was standing up. Now, I will say that she would say things like, well, Clue and Cletus and Granny are different because they've had things filed on them. Look, it can't be different. Okay. It cannot. That is where you lose me, Nonsense. It can't be different. It can't. Because if somebody can do this, it doesn't matter. When Brittany did it, it was wrong.
Right.
When Ziggy did it, it was wrong. When Betty did it, wrong. All across the fucking board, it's wrong. And it takes away, you're sitting there and you're saying the words, Nonsense. So I know you know the things. You're saying all the things, but you're not, you're like, oh, but no. Clue and Cletus and Granny are literally cheering on a batshit crazy lunatic and doing something to somebody that can literally affect their real life. And we're saying it's okay because they do it too.
No, that's not true. That's not true. If she would just, and you know, she's thinking it, but if she could just get the grit and the gut to say it, look, you'd have 30 people unsubscribe. Girl, you'd get so much more respect. 25 subscribers or more respect. Because Clue and Cletus are absolutely gassing Julie up. I listened to them yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, over on Granny's. And they acted like they were terrified of Craig and Brittany. Like, this is, come on, y'all. Let's get
Granny today. I haven't listened to Granny a lot because I can't do it. Because look, Lord have mercy, Granny. Look, I have supported you through this whole entire litigation concerning Brittany. I will continue to. It is fucking wrong. It is so incredibly fucked up that they did this to you. But you have got to quit making everything that happens to Brittany about you.
It's got to stop. It's not even about her. Like, this isn't about her. Someone said, what about Granny's feelings? Like, trying to come at Nonsense. I'm thinking, what?
What can I ask this? What about actual victims' feelings that have had to stand in court, that walked themselves into police stations and not been believed, or had to stand there with their perpetrator who stalked them and harassed them, and they have to stand 3 feet away from them in court multiple times? They can't say, oh, I'm going to turn the screen off if I even see them. This is ridiculous. It's a fucking joke. It's a spit in the face to victims and Nonsense. I hear you saying it. Come on.
Get it, girl. It's in you. Hoodie says Nonsense sees it and knows. The issue is she picks and chooses to accept and make excuses. Yes. And she doesn't know that we hear it, I don't think, even when she's making these excuses for why it's okay. Like, girl, it's not, nobody's hearing that. No, it's wrong. If it's wrong, it's wrong. It's not wrong for this one, but it's okay for that one.
No,
That's
and
not
I
what
see,
works.
like, I've seen the end of Nonsense stream where a subscriber came in and the subscriber knows who they are and they're saying, well, I don't care because it's Brittany. And I'm put myself in the place where this has happened to me. Okay. I had somebody on this platform come for me with an actual protection order for several years and use it to harass me. Not fake, harassment, real shit, right? And still, I can sit here and think, okay, well, if Benny Keys went today and he filed a harassment charge on Ziggy, I would be against it. If somebody went and filed a protection order on Ziggy and Fred, I would be against it because I'm an actual victim. So I have to be against it.
You have to.
I don't understand how any person can.
That what's understood doesn't need to be explained. Like, I get you don't care. That I understand that, but she's what is her name that put out? She went on Granny's panel yesterday. What is her name? You just mentioned it. Allegedly speculating.
Yes.
And I think she's going to law school. She went on Granny's and she kind of folded. If you look, Granny will talk circles around you. Granny's wrong on this one. That doesn't mean she's an enemy or it's war, but she's wrong. And if you feel in your heart allegedly speculating that what Julie is doing is wrong, then stand on it no matter what panel you go on. Please. You did a good job.
I just wish that people would really put themselves in the space of the actual victims. We're not talking about fake ones. These are fake victims, okay? Like Brittany, Julie, Bullhorn Betty. Like, these people are, they just play victims on TV. Let's take yourself out of, stop it with that. And let's think about the people that actually have to go. Imagine a mom that it has to go into a courtroom and sit there and tell the court, hey, my husband did this and that. And it's taking up it's taking up court's time. It's taking up the process. It's taking up victims advocate. And to hear Julie say, well, I was doing something when they called me. What a spit in the face. You know how many times that I sat and waited for the court to call me when I was going through something like this?
I know. And that's what makes it such a slap in the face to real victims or people that have been future victims, now victims. This is, come on. You expect any of us to look at this and take it serious? Even if it's against Brittany and Craig?
She is crazy. I mean, this woman is certifiable. I mean,
did you just see that dance video?
No, will you play it again?
Yes. Hold on. Let me pull this. I gotta get another chair. This chair sounds awful. I'm getting it now. And just imagine She's a Maniac is playing in your head, okay? That's the song. This is Julie. This is the one out here getting ROs on people, okay? You gonna windmill for her? Go ahead. Let me add it to the screen. I forget. God, I'm so used to Restream now. Look at her.
My gosh.
Look at that.
No, it says the manic maniac, and that's pretty spot on because, yeah.
Yes. As this lady's a nut. She came into the sector as a nut. I mean, come on. What all has she done? Enough. She did this to the parents of a missing child, and y'all just let her slide right in. Why? Because she started covering Brittany. Man, people just go with the okie doke every day. It's wild.
And they all, every time somebody brings up a point concerning this specific case, these two cases, the harassment case and the protection order for Craig, they always bring it back over to what Brittany and Craig have done. Look, those of us that are over here are very aware of what they've done. And do I think that Brittany and Craig need to be held accountable?
Yep.
Absolutely, I do. But I do not think that Julie is a victim of harassment, nor do I think that she needs the court to move in a way to protect her from Craig. And I think it's ridiculous, actually.
It is. I heard somebody say, what about when this happened to me? Where were the people to call it out? I called it out. I can't stand Chloe and Cleus. I called it out when she took her for the RO. It was ridiculous. She couldn't even show up on time. You said that the town did it. You blamed everybody. You even blamed a red light in your town. I called it out. I just didn't stay on it for like 2 years. But yeah, people called this stuff out. Sorry about your luck. You're not going to get to play that hand. So you're going to have to find another one to play. Put that hand away. Hide it. People called it out.
I know what I was going to say. Claminati and her buddy.
Claminati, Grandma's going to love that.
Talking about how they're going to go with Julie for this. First of all, most protection order hearings, restraining order hearings are down to what you're going to have in the courtroom is the judge, the prosecution, maybe a victim's advocate, and you'll have the victim and the perpetrator, and that's it. There's typically not a full courtroom. A lot of these courtrooms are down to just the people that are involved. They're not going to just let whoever, some rando, Claminati and whoever mosey up into the fucking courtroom.
Look at Grandma. You just made her day. But they think they're going to go. And you're right. Usually these cases are in and out. They've got cases all day. The judge has a lot of people to see. It's not like you're just going to be sitting up in there like it's a show. I don't think it's going to work out that way. But I hope they go because somebody's going to need to pick Julie up from the floor. Do you think this is something that they will go forward with? Like, do you think Julie will try to keep doing this on them? Like if this one doesn't work, can she try to get another one? What do you think will happen here?
Well, and then another thing I heard is that she said that she added her mother now and her partner. Yeah. And her other. Okay. So when you get a restraining order, typically you can put your address and another address. Like if you have a business or your workplace, they can even add other places. Like with mine, I added another place. I put my mom's address on it because
my address would make sense. Yeah.
It had been doxed online. So of course the judge was like, yes, we're going to add that on there. So I think that's what she's saying when she's saying that she added them on. So people are like, well, why haven't they been served? Sorry about the toe taps and the tail wags.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, they don't have to be served under that if she just added them to like that's not the way it will work. But anybody if Craig were to be have an order of protection on him, it would be him. He would not be allowed to talk about Julie, anybody in her. It would be, this is the way it goes. Once a restraining order goes through, that person is no longer existent to you. Okay. So like the judge told my perpetrator, 6 up here is dead to you. She doesn't exist anymore. And that means that any of the friends you met through her, any of her family members, any of her family, any of that, they don't exist to you either. She never existed and she never will again. So that's how you have to have that frame of mind when you have an active protection order, that person doesn't even exist. I can't speak of them. I can't speak about the past of them, but the victim can. The victim is allowed to. But yeah, I don't think it's going to go through. I don't think any of this is going to go through. I think it's all,
I hope not,
ridiculous, actually.
Because it's now, if it was a real situation, of course, but this isn't. Come on, we've got this lady. She is poked and poked and poked and poked. I gotta say, I've heard Julie talk about Brittany more than I've heard Brittany talk about the other way around. It's just, it is what it is. You don't have to be a Brittany fan to know the facts and understand and have some common sense about you. And like I say, hate will make you stupid. It will put blinders on you. But even 6
yeah, I mean,
Like,
if this went to say that Brittany filed on her, Brittany would have more of a case. We have somebody who's online building a family tree,
yeah.
doxing out your family, telling things that are personal, that things that you have not spoke about online, and then going behind your back to people that know you and asking personal
Yes.
questions. That would be third party contact. That would be something that would be an
After she
instant.
filed,
Yeah.
Six Up, after she filed, she went to Mal, one of Brittany's ex-moderators, asking Mal, whatever, all these questions like, where was her firstborn born? Like her neighbors, all these very bizarre questions. What is her motive in asking these type of questions?
Well, in my opinion, she's like, I will agree with nonsense again when she like compares Brittany and Julie to being like the same person. I agree. I agree. They both love this. They love attention. Any attention is good attention to them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't. They don't like the bad attention, but if it brings them, what the what they're trying to do, then they go for it.
I just don't get what her motive is in trying to find out all these little details about Brittany. That's strange to me. After you filed, that goes to show you right there that none of this is real. She is doing this to be the one, look at me, I took Brittany down. And again, I say to you, this has nothing to do with Granny. You can still love and admire and hate what is happening to Granny with this. God, I'm not even saying, I'm so sick of the word, and still understand that what Julie is doing is wrong. It's actually,
If you think that what Brittany did to Granny is wrong, then you should automatically, in my opinion, think this is the same thing. It's the same thing.
it is.
So
If you thought
yeah.
what Bullhorn Betty, that was wrong, right? Okay. We
Uh-huh.
can't just start picking and choosing who come on now. We can't do this. We're going to look silly. If it's wrong, it's wrong.
Yeah, and Rolling Nomad, I also seen like people think that Julie's like baiting people by showing her home on a whatever. Uh, she can bait all she wants. Again, we are
Is
on a
she
public
showing her
platform.
home?
Yeah, like she was showing her house and her car. I'll play the whole thing. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna read her book tonight. Parts of it, I'll probably go show her Facebook. I don't give a shit. Lady, you are on a public platform making a complete fool of yourself. If you don't want to be dragged, and I said this, down these YouTube streets, quit going off platform and acting like an idiot. When you withdraw your criminal complaint against Brittany for harassment, and you withdraw your restraining order complaint for Craig, then you'll quit being dragged on the internet.
Yeah, until then, good luck to you. I forgot about the book. Let's remember, everybody, Julie wrote a book, and she wants everybody to know she wrote a book, self-published. Okay, and now I hear that she's showing her house and her car. And I have a hard time believing that, and I would not do it. I'm not looking at her Facebook, but I have a hard time believing her when she says that her Facebook, she can't get into it. I think
I went and looked today. It's an older Facebook. It only has a few posts on it. So I actually do believe maybe she can't.
Oh, okay.
But
can't you just like ask for reset password? I don't have a Facebook.
Well, the thing is, somebody just said it in your chat, and I have to say it. I know I say it all the time, but quit exploiting your kids. If you are exploiting your kids online and you think that people aren't going to have an opinion about that, well, they do. And I'm sorry, Julia, I went and looked. You do. You exploit that. And I didn't really have to go look. You do it on YouTube, but you've been doing it since like 2022, and it's gross.
It's she really does it on gross. TikTok too. She does. I'm sorry. I'm just going to keep it a buck. I'm going to start keeping it that way. People get offended so much. I just can't. But she actually does. She does it on purpose. And if I were Al, I would ask her, stop using my children. Hey, Robin, stop using my children for your internet bullshit now.
Okay, they did an interview with a local news station yesterday, Sue.
Oh, yeah.
That's where she was when the judge or whoever was trying to reach her. Okay. So you mean to tell me that you are in fear of your life? You're an active, you're like actively right now talking about how you have these cases coming up and blah, blah, blah. And you go ahead and just right now is a good time to go to the news station to put you and your family and the public eye more, right?
Right.
No, nope, nope, not. I'm not. We're not doing this, Julie.
Why did she go on? What was the news thing for? I heard her. Was it
about her son's in a group home, and it's the group home. So again, you're doxing where your son lives. Okay,
oh, Julie,
you're doxing where your son is cared for on a public platform, but saying I'm being harassed and stalked. Bitch, stop.
Stop, Julie, stop. And I really hope the people that are encouraging this stop too, because please understand this woman is doing this because she's bored and she wants to be the one to took that. She wants to say, look, I took Brittany J down, and Clue and Cletus are gassing her up. And it doesn't take much.
Let's be clear. She's mentally unstable. The woman goes from the highest highs to the lowest lows in 2.3 seconds. She is incredibly unstable. This is somebody who is willing to go, and she will lie. Like, okay, like this is one of the things I want to ask. How are people that support nonsense, okay? How are you guys okay with her coming on here and saying the things she has about nonsense just in the last week and lying the way she has? How can you support that?
Yeah,
I mean, really,
she has
nonsense is going to be next. We all support it then. If she does the same, this is my question. If Julie did the same thing that she's doing to Brittany to nonsense, would it be okay? No, it wouldn't, would it?
Nope.
Weird. And your answer would be, well, Brittany and Craig did this. It doesn't matter. We all talk shit on the internet. That's what we do. That's what we literally do.
That's what we do. It's time for people to get over it. Commentary. We're commentary channels. We come on here to roast, report, deliver the news, whatever it's called, the goings on in the sector. And then we keep it pushing. Try not to go real life. Please don't go real life. But this could be you next, especially commentary channels. You have a nut like this on the loose. So-and-so said I had a big forehead. I'm getting a restraint. Are you serious? You're not thinking this through.
Well, she was right when she said that when she told Brittany that judges aren't stupid. She's right. They're not, Julie. They're not stupid, and they're going to know. They're going to know. Okay. They see real victims every day of the week. These courts are just for victims, by the way. Specifically in your area, they have a court just for victims. So they deal with victims from the time that they walk into their place of work, and they are public servants. Okay. Every one of them. So every contact they have with you, every time they interact with you, it's all public record too. I want to remind you of that.
That's a fact, Trooper. Too many are missing a sense of humor. That's another problem we got around here. Everybody wants to be a victim. Look, you're going to come on here and talk shit. You're going to take the hits sometimes too. Suck it up. As long as you're not being doxxed, as long as your children aren't being gone at, you got to take the hits. Sometimes you get them. We've got them. Six Up has got them. The jerks. It's just how it works. I wish people understood how to keep it online. But everybody is getting so weak and thin-skinned. And this is a perfect example. We got this nut now looking to put restraining orders. Right now it's Craig and Brittany. It could be any one of us next. That includes Granny's watching. Just go against her. I could see her actually trying to get one on nonsense. I really could. Nonsense.
Yeah, and Brittany, these restraining orders are no joke. I think you already know that. I think you know that because I think that Craig does have an attorney. If this restraining order were to go through, those weapons would be taken out of that home, and he would not ever, like I said, ever again be able to mention her, anybody related to her. She would really use that. She would try to bait you guys for a really long time. I think it would be really smart of you, Brittany, to start listening to people when they say to shut him up right now. You guys have 1 week until court. When you go on a live stream, girl, and you're saying you're pregnant and shit, like, it's time to get fucking serious, Brittany. You need to start waking the fuck up, okay?
It really is.
Stop bringing him online. This is going to affect your whole entire, and you know what? People will say to me, well, look at what I understand that. I understand what Brittany has done. Trust me. Her karma is yet to come for that, you know?
But it's not in the form of Julie. It's not forced. And yes, I agree, 6 Up. Hey, Brittany, I don't know why I'm wasting my breath, but here I am. It is time to get serious. And this, having Craig in the background, nah, he doesn't know when to shut up.
Oh yeah, and one more thing, and then I'll drop down and leave you be about the protection orders. So right now it is a temporary. If they go to the court, this is going to be the final hearing. The evidence will be all laid out right when they get there, guys. It'll be they will talk. They will be questioned by the judge and the DA directly under oath, and then the judge will make the decision. The judge will be the only one to make the decision. They'll make a decision probably right after that, if there is a restraining order put in place. How long that will be probably be, anywhere from a year to 5 years typically. But listen, if that were to happen, it is still civil. Okay, right now, all the way till then, it's civil. Even if the restraining order is filed, okay, this is the way it works. When a restraining order goes in, automatically all 50 states in the United States are alerted that there's an order of protection for this person, and they get a card. I have a card that I carry around in my wallet that has the person that is restrained from me, my name, my court case, and all victims get one. It is in the system in all 50 states, okay? If that person were to violate, I, the victim, have to call my local police department where I first filed any complaint or wherever it went through. I have to call that police department and make a complaint. I have to say, this person violated a restraining order against me. They submit that to the court. You can go to the DA and submit it as well. There's a couple different ways. You can go to the police or the DA. Okay. Then you go to another hearing where they go to see if this person that is restrained has violated. Now, if they find a violation, then we have a criminal offense. So that happened to me. The person that I had a restraining order against, he violated day of. Okay. So he got brought in. It was no longer civil. It was then at that point criminal. So he was convicted. He was convicted of the first one. If he does it again, then it turns into a felony. Every state's different. But for right now, until we get to that point, it is civil. There's no criminal anything.
Right. So, okay. I was right about that. It is civil. And just Jake, yeah, I don't think if this went to mediation that Julie is capable of mediation. I don't think Craig is either.
They don't do mediation for this type of thing. They don't do any kind of mediation. The mediation will be right in the courtroom. The mediation will happen right there. Like that. That'll be it. This last hearing they have, this will be it. This is going to be the end of it.
I hope so. I hope that they get her out of the courtroom and tell her don't ever waste our time again and be done with it, because that's exactly what she's doing. I really hope it goes that way. You never know with the courts, though, to be honest. I don't know. You think she's going after nonsense? I think I could see her going after nonsense. 6 Up, anybody that's talking about her. That's why the sector needs to know. Spread the word. Julie Skolnick is a dangerous liar, and she will try to get a restraining order on you just for saying the bitch is goofy. She can't handle it. And then you got people gassing her up, aka Clue and Cletus. They're the main two. Okay? Y'all need to remember, I don't know why people are so wrapped up in Clue and Cletus. I don't get the hype. Sorry, I don't. You might not get the hype with me. I get it. I definitely don't get it with Clue and Cletus. And the fact that they are encouraging this type of behavior should be very telling.
Well, they're very bitter. They wanted to act like they weren't going to miss YouTube and all the things. They weren't going to go over there and talk about Brittany, but they talk about Brittany every damn day. Every day.
Every day.
Every single day.
Hell, that he had to come back on here and subliminally, not, I don't know, kind of outright tell people how to report a YouTuber. Like, go report Brittany is basically what he should have just titled it. When you've been worried that a friend is going to end up, and they are waiting for the system, it's hard to have any tolerance for these bullshit RO attempts. It really is. It really is. This doesn't.
I don't. Thank you so much, Sue, for letting me come up, because I was like, you know what, I don't go up and crash Sue's panel very often, but I am feeling some type of way today about this, and I just have to come up.
I'm glad you did.
Specifically about the RO, because
I'm glad you did. And you're going live tonight, correct?
I am at 6 p.m.
All right. Well, the mods have been dropping, especially Grandma. She's been on it. Grandma Sherry's been on it.
Grandma Sherry will be there waiting for me to say Claminati again.
T-Bone, is she right now? Clam? Is she over there right now talking about Brittany? Yeah. All that was. Thank you, 6 Up.
Thank you. I'm going to go finish my dinner. I'll be back at 6 p.m., guys. Have a good live.
Well, I'll be there. All right. Pearl, yes, of course. What? I'm sorry. Pearl, yes. Of those who were stalked in real life and the system didn't work in my favor. It never, that drives me insane too. It happens every day, unfortunately, while people like this, get their cases heard. And Julie's going to get her case heard. It's, Soup, I know this is like 2 weeks ago, but did you ever tell Pearl about Petty and the no, I forgot to tell Pearl about it. I forget, what was it? Petty was going to whoop what's her name's ass, Trisha Talks, and I put my money on Petty, but then I started thinking Trisha's a Marine, and some quiet ones you always have to watch. Yeah, Pearl, you've missed a lot. Thank you for reminding me of that, Landry. I don't even know what they got into an argument about, though. I can't remember, but I remember y'all telling me. I don't know. I don't know what it was over. Robin says, I wrote in Julie's post today, when you put things out in public and you are a public platform, yes, no police can help you. They will tell you to make it private, and that's what they will do. Now, Julie said she thinks, the courts are catching up with social media. They are, but not in this way, Julie. They're going to tell you, don't put all your personal business online. They're still going to tell you the same thing. We got to figure out the deets first on that, but there was some beef between those two. Lifts Pinky sipping tea. I don't know. I'm over here having to say that nonsense is right. Why do you people make me defend people I don't want to defend? Like, come on. You think this feels good? No. But on this one, nonsense is correct. All right, y'all. I hate to end it here, but I got to take the little one to pick out her classes for high school. It's only March. She doesn't go until August, but we got to pick out her classes tonight. So she'll be home soon. I'm going to start getting ready for that. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. And do not miss 6 Up tonight at 6 o'clock. All right. That's right, Mama Bear. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. And with that,